Good evening and welcome to the iceHQ Ice Rink in Reservoir, Melbourne, Australia on Warranjoy Woiwurrung Traditional Land for the CCM National Women's Tournament 2024. Friday night is hockey night at iceHQ, and so is Saturday night, Thursday night, Wednesday night, Monday night, Tuesday night and Sunday night as well. Every night is hockey night at iceHQ. We are the hockey rink in Melbourne. It's all we do. We love it, and we live it, we breathe it, we sleep it, and all sorts of inappropriate things as well. I'm Carl Brewer, bringing you the CCM National Women's Tournament this third year. It's bigger and better than ever. 4 days of hockey, loads and loads of games. Each team gets 5 games plus finals in 4 days. It's a huge agenda for them. So 6 games or so, or 7 depending on how it pans out, in 4 days. A huge program. Tonight is the last game of the evening. It is between the Melbourne Reds and the Melbourne Furies. The Melbourne Reds in, well, strangely enough, red jerseys, and the Furies in blue with gold sleeves. The Reds, we come off, they had a win yesterday where they beat the Hidden Gems 2-1, but today they went down to the Stingrays 2-1 with a goal against them in the last 30 seconds in stop time, which Slade Baker would have been a little disappointed, but not much he could do. It was just one of those sheer weight of numbers things, and the team that did it to them was the Stingrays, who managed to go on past. And the Stingrays just played recently, the previous game, and beat the Hidden Gems 4-0, but it was a bit of a boiler over the end because the Adelaide team lost their goaltender through injury for the last couple of minutes of the game. So what we're going to see now is the last game of the evening between the Reds and the Furies, and it will be a ding-dong battle indeed. In the net for the Melbourne Reds is Alex Slade Baker. In the net for the Melbourne Furies, Samantha Hockey. Players to watch out for the Melbourne Reds in particular, Colette Morgan, who has showed us an incredible set of heels. She's a former ringette player from Canada. She's only played about 5 or 6 games now of hockey as opposed to ringette, which is similar to hockey but not the same, but it has very great skating skills, and so she is fast, agile, and just doesn't know the rules of hockey terribly well yet, or at least the gameplay aspect of it. So she'll be continuing to improve throughout the game and throughout the series as well. I'm looking forward to see how Colette Morgan can go. Players also to watch for the Melbourne Reds, of course, Simone Kuchera, and we know that she is a goal-scoring machine. For the Melbourne Furies, players to watch out for their Beck leader, who's been effective, Marie Stella, and also Debbie Bowles with the big shot from the blue line if she gets a chance to use it. And Shay Gunyak and Melissa Bibby have been outstanding for the Melbourne Furies as well. So it's going to be an interesting game tonight. The smart money would be on the Melbourne Reds, but the Furies could upset you. They are fresh. The Reds are tired. The Reds are on to their second game for the evening, whereas the Furies are fresh as daisies or something like that anyway, getting through the front straight away. Bibby, who goes into the corner, and it will be pressured by Dolman. Puck comes up high. Chance now for the Furies to get a shot in from a distance. It's pushed into the corner, though, by Katie Hurtis, and she has to drift back and cover the line as now out come the Reds. And the Reds there with Davis Tope skating up the ice, looking for options. Davis Tope, normally a goaltender. Kuchera now gets the puck in a particularly dangerous spot for the Adelaide team, for the Melbourne Furies. But, it's blocked by bodies and cleared out of the zone, turning around the Reds. Trying to put the puck in is Dalman again. Kuchera now looking for an option, has to pass it across the front of the net. It was pressure by Hurtis. Katie Hurtis has been outstanding too. First save of the game made. Sam Hockey catches the puck and makes it safe as the first minute of the game passes. 2 shots on the net for the Reds. Furies get to get out of their defensive zone effectively. Straight away from the face-off, Bibby did well and got into the zone. We've certainly seen how effective Melissa Bibby and Shay Gunyak are. If they can get a little bit of time and space, they'll be very effective indeed. But, firing in from a distance, the shot there, Wilson Allen. But, it's picked up now by Gunyak, who skates around behind the net, trying to get past Skeen, and does, but he's caught on the half boards and loses possession to Skeen. Skeen circling around, tries to put the puck into the slot. It's loose in the slot, but not able to be picked up by, I think that was on the bench at the moment, but regardless, it's now being picked up on the boards by Marie Stella. And she's looking for options. Doesn't have too much, but Shay Gunyak gets a first touch on the puck, and they play it up the ice now, the Reds, but chipped in there Debbie Bowles, who has been outstanding this series as well. An absolute ball of energy And tremendously astute, powerful hockey player is Debbie Bowles. The puck rimmed around the back of the net as the Reds reverse it, trying to find Skeen. Skeen loses it briefly in her skates. Puck comes up through the middle, ends up with Freeburn. Freeburn can't hold it. But, Beck Leader instead finds help in Maddie Bale. Now the puck driven onto the corner, and it's ridden up through the ice there by Wilson Allen, who tries to get a shot. It goes across the front though. Hockey watching it closely. Puck escapes the zone, and the Furies will go and get the change. Bale racing over. Puck on the net from that one, so that's going to count as a shot for the Furies. Puck kept in by Chris Theo, and now picked up by Amy Clay. He's trying to drive the puck across, but he's defended stoutly and resolutely by the Reds' defence. Now the Reds break it out, but it's a little bit of a collision there between Wilson Allen and not quite sure who it was for the Furies. It might have been Stella. Stella was always going to win that one. Racing now to pick it up now. Amy Clay for the Furies. Looks up ice, plays it safely, finds a connection. Racing in now with the puck is Theo. Theo's got Walsh skating down the middle, but is deprived of the puck. Walsh has to race back and get onside. He's pushing into the corner. Katie Hurtis, and she's been very effective for the Furies so far. But, not effective enough. She's easy to spot. She's got the red socks on, playing for the blue team. Trying to look for any sort of a chance. Cross-ice pass gets picked off, as they almost always do. But you keep doing you. And puck into the corner for the Furies. That was Chris Theo with not many options and electing to pass cross-ice, and surprisingly it got picked off. But Shay Gagnac now has an option. She comes racing. He gets a shot, bounces across the front of the net. Nice save, Slade Baker. Good play by Gagnac to create that opportunity. Sorry, I tell a lie, that was Melissa Bibby creating that chance, who has been a dynamo for the Furies throughout this series so far. Now trying to clear the puck out of the zone, and they do successfully, the Furies. Jensen not quite able to get a handle on it. But poked beautifully there by Hurtis, and the puck will be dumped down, and the Furies will make bulk changes on the ice. Shay Gagnac for the Furies is blasting up through the side. Here comes Simone Kuchera, who is pushed into the boards and ridden off the puck by Gagnac. And it's Shelley Jensen now for the Furies, trying to find a passing option. Stops instead. Tries to pass, but the pass is picked off by Maureen Newell, who's also been excellent for the Reds so far. Puck comes back to Gagnac, who fires the puck across the Chong. Unfortunately for Chong, it passed her and went to Kuchera. Kuchera cuts across, gets past Gagnac, winds, goes left hand, backhand, gets onto a forehand. Hockey's there, makes the save. That's where Kuchera is so dangerous, but she couldn't quite get control of the puck in the way she would have liked. It was a good opportunity for her, but just a little bit messy. She couldn't quite finish it off. And still 0-0 with 9 minutes and 30 seconds to play. Reds with 5 shots and then Furies with 2. A couple of good opportunities from Bibby and Gagnac. They haven't yet been able to finish it off. They would desperately love to get themselves another goal if they can. They have scored 1 so far in this series, which is good. It's the only team so far scoreless is the Shanilators, yet to score a goal. Puck driven in behind the net. Bowles goes to clear the puck out, gets a pass Kuchera. Stella makes the connection beautifully to Bale, but Bale's going to be beaten to the puck by Davis Tope. But rides Davis Tope up, circulates around, tries to put the puck into the slot, surrounded by 2 red bodies. Puck in the slot, Stella gets a backhand, it bounces high. Stella with another chance, can't get onto it. Save, Dalman gets herself in the way, but great chance there for Marie Stella. Beck Louder not quite able to keep the puck in. She has to wait. She's being pressured by Newell, who steals it. Kuchera now with the puck, gets into the high slot, fires from a distance, but Hockey makes the save. Puck driven off into the corner. Bale pushes it deep. It's cleared out of the zone once more by Stella, who will get a change. And now racing around the other way with possession, Zoe Quezada. But Zoe runs into blue walls. Not getting through that one at this point. Puck through traffic. Hockey sees it safely over the side. Debbie Bowles racing on to put some pressure on Skeen. Dispossesses her. Skeen now picks the puck up though. Gets cycles around the outside. Tries to find some room. Gets on a forehand. Takes a shot through traffic. Hockey gets down and shuts the 5-hole and closes that one out. Beautiful save there, Sam Hockey. Now the puck runs up high through the half boards, being carried in by the Melbourne Reds. Skeen tries to get a shot away. Another good pad save, Sam Hockey. So far, she's doing an excellent job as Debbie Bowles battles in the slot with Melanie DeSneakers. And now it's Skeen trying to make herself some more room. She was being pressured tightly. Puck on the half boards comes across the front of the net. Sam Hockey with a tower of work to do so far. She's been pretty busy, but the puck cleared out of the zone. And once more, here come the Furies. But they can't quite get enough of the puck. It was a good opportunity there for Chris Theo, but it wasn't quite enough to get all the way through. Showing a good turn of speed. She takes the puck off. Skeen gets some room. Bibby, gets a shot away, but the save is made. Slade Baker plucks that one out of the sky. Chris Theo with a good shot. But Slade Baker made that one look pretty easy in the end. If you're going to shoot high glove side, by golly, you've got to put some sauce on it. Slade Baker's going to pluck them out of the air all day. Goalies with fast hands and slow feet. And we'll see how that one goes. Face off now for the Furies to get a shot away from the shot. And it was the puck came up to Theo. Couldn't quite get enough on it. Breaking out now. Here come the Reds. And they've got Ash Elliott, who scored a goal in the first game with a ripper from the point, with a ripper from the face-off circle, but she loses possession and it's cleared out of the zone by the Furies, picked up instead by Wilson Allen, who dodges left, right and centre, just trying to make sure all her players stay inside, but she runs into a wall of blue. The Furies doing a good job of owning that space in front of the net, not giving the Reds the space they want to get those easy goals. If they're going to score, it's going to be a hard one. The puck deflected high as Melissa Bibby got some stick on it. Going back now to pick it up in a hurry with some wheels on is Staskovic, who skates around. She's got Lucy Walsh putting some pressure on it. Walsh got a stick in the way. Now it's Dundas, who just fans on the pass, but manages to eventually get it through into the high slot, but it's not going to go where she exactly would have wanted. Racing in now to pick up Jensen, but Jensen is just taken off the puck and outsped by Penzo, I think it is. Bleakley, however, manages to clear the puck out of the zone. Racing up to put more pressure on is Gunyak. Gunyak steals the puck, puts it into Jensen's feet. Jensen loses sight of it. Gunyak still involved in the play, but Jensen now with the pressure on, trying to put some pressure on Kachira. Kachira skates around, puts the brakes on, gets past Melissa Bibby. Melissa Bibby has a spill, and Leach goes over the top of her. And we're probably going to see a penalty there on Bibby. I tell a lie, that's not Bibby from this angle. It looked like it might have been, but that was Katie Hurtis, who will be sitting too. And Kachira went over the top of her, and I can't help but think that it was an accident. She didn't look like she meant it, but she's going to do two all the same. And this gives the Reds the first power play of the game while the Furies make their change. Face off won by the Furies and dumped down deep. Send the puck all the way to Moe, and Nusmovic racing down to get it. She picks up the puck, and we'll see how the Furies set up their penalty kill. Bit of pressure there on the puck by the Furies in Chloe Freeburn. Puck goes down deep into the corner. They put the puck across the front. Nice option. Kachira was there, but so too was the Furies' defence. Puck goes through Newell's feet. She might have lost sight of it a little bit. Gunyak blasts through, and now she's got some room. Here comes Shay Gunyak. She's got one in front of her to beat. She tries to get a shot away, but she's blocked nicely by the frantic back check there of Mismovic, who was in a hurry. Gunyak's committed in deep. She's got to get back fast now. Here comes Kachira. She's got to get around Bowles. Bowles blocks her in the way. Kachira gives her a bit of a push. And, gets away with it at the moment. No hand up for the penalty. Kachira goes left, right and centre. Bowles still back up in the game. Now it's Newell who's trying to do something with it. Puts it across the slot. Ends up back with Bowles. Bowles rims it hard around the boards, but only goes to the half boards. Newell picks it up. Tries to get past Gunyak. Now the shot in from the distance is taken by Leah Penzo. Puck now back high on the board, on the blue line, but ridden back in the corner. Marie Newell tries to get a backhand across, but the Furies clear the puck out of the zone, and they'll race over and get themselves a change as quick as they can. Fresh legs on for the Furies. Nice penalty kill by them so far. Just 24 seconds to go on the Hurtis penalty. Here comes Brooke Skeen. She's just got one in front of her. A little bit of a messy change there for the Furies. They had time to get it organised, but they delayed it, and they paid for it. You don't get those changes working quickly, especially on the penalty kill, and that's what happened to them. They ended up with a 4-on-1, and Brooke Skeen's not going to miss from there. Yes, I think it was Skeen who got it. We'll see on the replay. That, of course, wipes the penalty. So it was an enterprising, very good penalty kill to start off with by the Furies, but a messy change in the end cost them a great scoring opportunity, and the Reds took full advantage of it and made them pay. So they just need to sort that out. Puck comes back to Chong, who fires the puck up ice, trying to find Bibby. Bibby racing in now to try and put some forechecking on, and does. She's got support with her as well. Shelley Jensen in the slot, but can't get to the puck in time. Puck played up now. Brooke Skeen looking for options. She's being chased hard by Bibby, who's racing back in a hurry. Beck Leader now going into the corner for the Furies, trying to put some pressure on the Reds' attack. Battling for position in the slot is Chong and Skeen. Skeen circles up high, but now it's a chance for the Furies. A shot across the front taken by Shelley Jensen, but the save made comfortably by Slade Baker in the end. So with 1 minute and 30 seconds to play in the first, the Melbourne Reds won, the Furies 0. 10 shots to the Reds, 5 shots to the Furies. So it hasn't been a bad period for the Furies, apart from that bit of a disaster at the end of their penalty kill where they muffed a change and ended up with no one on the ice. And as a result, the Reds came through in massive numbers, and there wasn't much they could do about it. But apart from that, they've played very well this period. Sam Hockey's made some great saves, but there's nothing she could have done there. Puck comes up the half-boards. Elliott gets it past the defence of Amy Clay. It's played across now, picked up by Maddie Bale, who's looking for options up high up the ice. She's looking for Gunyak. Gunyak racing in to try and put some pressure on Statsvich. Statsvich blocks her out. Gunyak's still fighting for it. Runs around the outside of it. Steals the puck at the end. Gunyak now with the puck on a stick, turns, puts the puck into the side. It's swatted in by Bale, but she couldn't get enough on it. Great effort there by Bale, and a terrific setup by Shea Gunyak. We know that Gunyak is a real talent. Bale manages to battle through it. Gets a shot on the net behind it. Marie Stella, she has 2 bats at the puck. Totally unmarked in the slot. But Slade Baker managed to get herself in the way. She saw the threat and shut it down. The Reds there with a pretty catastrophic defensive lapse. Very lucky that they had Slade Baker back there, because they had no D, and Stella was just sitting there totally unmarked. 5 seconds to go. We might just get this face off. Can the Furies get one more shot on the net before the buzzer rings? And the answer to the question is no. And at the end of the first, it is 1 goal to the Reds, no goals to the Furies, but 9 shots to the Furies, 10 to the Reds. Much better period for them. Again, apart from that one botched change on the penalty kill, they've been playing excellent hockey. That was just a bit of a piece of bench disorganisation. They will get that sorted through the tournament. So a lead to the Reds of 1 goal with 30 minutes of hockey to play for the evening, barring overtime, which we won't have. There's no overtime until we get to finals. When we get to finals, we'll have overtime. But at the moment, you can get a draw, and it's worth 1 point instead of 2 points. So draws can happen, and that's the way that it is. 1 penalty in the period to Katie Hurtis. So she's had to sit for 2 minutes for a trip on Simone Kuchera. It didn't look like she meant it. It looked like she lost her footing trying to get the puck, and unfortunately for her, Kuchera was coming and pretty much took a flyer over the top of her and went for 6. But no one was injured. The referee, however, has no discretion in that circumstance. If you cause another player to lose their footing, it's a tripping penalty regardless, and the referee has to award it. 2 periods now to play, so second period coming up. Can the Furies get one back? They've been close. They've had a couple of good opportunities through Gunyak and Bibby, and a great chance just in that last 45 seconds with Marie Stella unmarked in the slot, receiving a pass and just banging away. But unfortunately her, Slade Baker, made the way across and managed to shut it down. But it was a great chance there for the Furies. They need more of them. And they'll, if they can do that, they'll do well indeed. The puck thrown into the corner. Chong racing down to pick it up for the Furies. Plays it behind the net. Is pressured by Marie Newell, who's giving her no room to move. Chong tries to reverse the other way. Disposes of the puck, but doesn't get enough on it. Instead, it comes up to the Reds, who are trying to play the puck in. And that's Zoe Quezada carrying the puck Eventually it comes up to everyone having a bit of a bat at it, but the puck is cleared out of the zone by the Furies, pushed back in by Nuzmovic, and all of the Reds offside. So we'll have a face-off just outside the defensive zone for the Furies. Kachira brings herself onto the ice. So that's one of the danger players for the Reds. Their change is still a little sloppy. They'll get themselves organised now, and we'll get the puck drop in just a second. Snowy, the referee, drops the puck, goes through Kachira's feet, drops back to Nozmovic, who's looking for movement, doesn't see any. He's trying to find Rick Jackson. It's picked up instead by the Reds. Puck loose in the slot. Very lucky there. They didn't get the tip in. Puck was loose. Hockey had lost sight of it. It was picked up and very nearly put into the net by the Reds. Comes across the front again. Another great opportunity. That loose puck across the front of the slot. Fury's just a little bit sloppy on now. And they ice the puck. It's going to go for icing. They'll be brought back. And they might be trying to get a change, but it's not going to happen. You can't change on an icing. So they're going to have some tired legs. Did manage to clear the puck out of the zone after a couple of very near chances for the Reds. Puck coming across the front, just not quite able to tuck the puck in the net. I think that was Melanie Utsnikas who was not quite able to finish it off, but the options were certainly there. Dubman back on the blue line for the Reds, waiting to receive the pass. She chips in for it instead. She's been pressed by Walsh. Walsh can't handle the puck though, but it gets as far as Theo, who dumps it in. Walsh now for the Furies, trying to put some pressure on the Reds defenders. It's kept in by Theo. Walsh again trying to pour on more pressure. Puck loose in the slot. It's bobbling around all over the place. It's picked up now by Dubman, who looks up ice, tries to see options. She's got Skeen, finds her on the stretch, just a little bit past her. Skeen racing in with Beck Leader. Beck tries to get a stick on it and does, breaks down the attack. Debbie Bowles comes into the corner and will receive the pass around the back of the net. Comes up, however, to the points, fight into the slot. Beck Leader now has the puck. She's going to get in trouble if she carries it, but she manages to get the puck out. Shelley Jensen on the stretch has nothing but ice in front of her, but she can't handle the puck and passes it back instead to Debbie Bowles. So a bit of an opportunity there lost. A second chance now for Jensen. She's got the puck on her forehand, on her backhand. She tries to get a shot away, dribbles in. There's the second chance for Beck Leader. She had a great opportunity, couldn't quite finish it off. Jensen got the puck in where it needed to be. Leader was in the right spot. Coming in now is Melissa Bibby. She's got the puck behind the net, puts it across in front of the slot. Puck loose again. Couldn't quite get picked up by Dundas. And here come the Reds the opposite way. But a good back-checking pressure. And offside was Skeen, but it didn't get called for it. She thought she was offside. I thought she was offside. The refs didn't see it because of where they were standing. But Skeen got away with in that instance. Now the puck comes on the half-board. She picks it up, Skeen. She's got Bowles coming in to put pressure on her. Skeen turning this way and that, trying to create space. Bowles battling with the one hand on the stick, just trying to take the puck off Skeen, and eventually the Furies win the battle. Three of the Reds are racing back to pick it up and get an organised breakout as Dundas goes in to try and break it up, take the boards away. She does quite effectively, breaks up the attack. Skating in there was Hurtis, who's well and truly recovered from the penalty that she sat earlier. Possibly a little bit cranky about it as well, but regardless, now here comes the puck thrown in deep by the Reds, and it's going to go for icing. And so the Reds can't change. Trying to sneak over for a sneaky one, but they're going to get called back. And it's Wilson Allen who thinks you can get a change, but you can't on an icing, I'm afraid. Back you go. So you may have tired legs, but you've got to stay out there. This is one of the reasons why the icing is the way that it is. It's so that teams can't just dump the puck down the other end and get changes all the time. There's got to be some penalty for it to encourage you to play the puck rather than just dump it, which means you need to be a little bit smarter about how you dump it. Puck played up the corner to Stella. Backing off now and forcing the back movement. And we've got a penalty on Gunyak. Gunyak's going to sit 2 for probably an interference, I think, by the look of it. Looks like she got in the way of Ash Elliott. Gunyak will sit 2. So with a bit of luck, the Furies can repeat their penalty kill of last time and just improve on that change. when they do make the change, it has to be quick. You can't afford to just leave one player on the ice when the other team's coming with possession. It's got to be fast. They will have learnt from that. And Chong pushes the puck up high. Comes up to Nuzmovic, who has time, winds through traffic, hits a few ankles but doesn't go into the net. Still loose in the slot. Everyone just sort of swatting away at it, trying to clear the puck out. And in the end, it's Marie Stella, but it only goes to Nuzmovic. Nuzmovic blocked nicely. Bale has got a stick in the way. He gets it back to Nuzmovic. Nuzmovic gets the puck up, but only as far as Stella, who plays a little bit of table tennis. Nuzmovic loses a footing. And Bale going in and putting some forechecking pressure. The Reds looking for Kachira, and they find her. Bleakley having to do a fair bit of work. Gets a stick on the puck, though. Breaks up the move. And just cycling around now is Colette Morgan, who's, you can see how well she can skate. It's incredible. But she's a real find in this league. She's only started playing hockey again. As I mentioned earlier, she's only started playing hockey in the last month or so. She's a ringette player, which is a game similar to hockey played in Canada. It's a little bit like the difference between basketball and netball. It's a little bit like the difference between hockey and ringette. They're similar in a lot of ways. And, she can skate, that's for sure. She's an amazing skater, Colette Morgan. Kachira now with the puck, puts the puck across the top. Firing the puck in from a distance. The Reds from the blue line now. The Furies clear the puck out of the zone, forcing everyone to turn around and go back. Kachira finds herself onside in the end. Cycling around there again is Morgan. Kachira is calling for the puck. Receives the pass from Nuzmovic, but left her flat-footed. Bowles now trying to take the puck away. The puck is cleared out of the zone again by the Furies, doing a good job on the kill. Here comes Leda. Leda finds Theo. Theo got a shot on the net. Great enterprising play now from the Furies. Just 4 seconds to go, and the Gagnac penalty should be out in a sec. Kachira calling for the puck, but it's too far in front of her, and it's going to go for icing. Gagnac doing that, I'm going to skate over and get a change instead of involving myself in the game thing that so many teams do. And honestly, I'm going to say it, it's dumb. There's a game on. Don't take yourself away from it. You're extending the length of the penalty, but you guys do you. Anyway, we have 6 minutes and 57 seconds to go in the second. Furies just trying to get themselves a little bit organised. Standing around at the bench, working out who's supposed to be on. They pick the direction for the face-off. And it will be taken by Chloe Freeburn by the looks of it. She'll be on her backhand for the slot. Face-off won by the Reds. It comes out deep. Here comes Kachira. Kachira blasts straight past Amy Clay. Puck into the slot. Nice save by Sam Hockey. It's a good shot. Now Newell has the puck at her feet. Kachira as well. Sam Hockey with two in front of her. Kachira and Newell makes the save. Outstanding there by Sam Hockey, being in the right place at the right time. And a beautiful positional save, which made all of the difference there, keeping the Furies in the game. Reds 14 shots on that. Furies 13, though. It's pretty even, this game. The Furies killing the penalty, which would frustrate the Reds. They'd be expecting this game to possibly be a little easier than it's proving to be for them. The face-off won by the Furies, played back by Melissa Bibby. Goes behind the net, but it's picked up by Skeen. Skeen puts it through the slot, but no one able to get a handle on it. And now the puck comes back, picked up by Dalman. Dalman being pressured. Tries to get a bit of a backhand on it, move the puck up the ice. It's played up ice by Tsnikas. But in the end, it is taken by the Reds. Good pressure on the Reds forwards by Melissa Bibby in particular, who's doing a great job of controlled aggression. Puck comes across to Skeen, who tries to get onto a forehand, but she's beaten to the puck and pushed off it by Hurtis. Hurtis is away, gets a past one, almost gets past the third player, still putting pressure on, but now the Reds, here they come. It comes across to Skeen. Skeen's got it in her feet. She's got one in front of her. The racing back by the Furies as the Reds change. Pushed off Skeen beautifully by the Furies, and they dump the puck down the other end. That was Gagnac making a wise choice. He passes it up to Jensen, who gets to it first, puts the puck behind the net, looking for Stella. Stella goes around the back of the net trying to find an option. She's looking for someone in the slot. She's got Stella there if she can get. She's got Jensen there if she can get the puck to her, but it's played out by the Reds, who recover. Brett Jackson and Sarah Chong getting lined up Chong takes the puck away on the intercept, just pinches in a little bit. Blasts past Dobman. Chong now on her backhand. She pauses, makes some space, loses the puck in the process though. Couldn't quite get the shot on that she wanted, but here comes Gunyak. Gunyak winds around the outside. She's trying to get into the corner and then cut back in the middle. Gets the puck into the slot. It went as far as the slot for the Furies, but they couldn't quite get enough on it. The puck comes out now, and racing back to pick it up will be Lauren Bleakley. She's got pressure on her, but it goes for icing, and the Reds can't change. So the Reds who are coming off, they all have to go back on again. Tired legs, that's you too, Brooks Skeen. You can't get a change. The referees are watching that. They're going to say, oi, you, get back on the ice. It's called icing, and you're not allowed to change. The referee's giving them a bit of a lecture. Should know that rule by now. Referee's just explaining that on icing in iahf rules, you are not allowed to change. So the Reds will have some tired legs after that little burst. The Furies could elect to get a change. Debbie Bowles up on the blue line, just waiting to try and fire the cannon if she can get it. The puck comes out though. She's going to have to move back quickly. Here comes the puck, and she's going to have to defend. But beautiful work there, Beck Leader, with some desperation. But she's going to get done. No, she's not going to get done for a trip. It looked like she might have done. Just not able to quite get a handle on the puck that she would have liked there was Clay. But instead, here comes Bale, and Bale's got some room. Chips it around the side, trying to get past Wilson Allen. Wilson Allen, in the end, the winner of that little battle. The puck goes into the half boards. Battling there on the half boards are the two teams as the puck is lost down deep. Comes across the front of the net. Just a sweep save there by Davis Tope. Sorry, Slade Baker. Sorry, Jade. You're a goalie too, but not in the net today. Some nice enterprising play there by the Furies. The Reds most certainly not having it all their own way. Just the one goal to lead with 2 minutes and 20 seconds to play in the second. 14 shots to the Reds, 17 to the Furies. The Furies out shooting the Reds so far this period. Just a little bit more organised on the whole, I think, at this point in time, their game. Still, their changes are a little bit random, but they'll work on that. They win the face-off. Comes back to D, who fires the puck in. Just goes wide of the net. Bibby trying to do something constructive with it, but goes off into the corner instead. Having to watch very closely. Kachira on the ice. Amy Clay having to keep a close eye on her. Kachira skating down the middle, getting into that slot. Some great speed being shown by the Reds. They put the puck into the slot, but the Furies were there. And Walsh going up to put some pressure on Nuzmovic. Nuzmovic looks over his shoulder, sees Walsh there, fires across ice. Lucky to get away with it. But those cross ice passes out of D. A very risky play, but that's okay. Dundas very nearly managed to pick it off. It was very close. Now Kachira has some room. Dundas gets a stick on the puck, takes it away from her. Walsh clears the puck out of the zone. It's picked up by Colette Morgan. But Morgan can't handle it. It goes through Beck Leader, Bibby blasting through the middle. Gets a shot away from her knees. A bit lucky not to be called there on a penalty shot. We're going to get a trip. The question is, will this be a penalty or a penalty shot? Bibby was in the process of taking the shot. I think the Reds are a little bit lucky there. They didn't get pinged for a penalty shot there. But they get away with it, so they're only going to have to sit the two, with the power play now going to the Furies with 40 seconds to play in the period. Zmovic will sit two, so she's going to have to start the next period in the box unless the Furies score from this face-off. Possible, but not very likely. Puck played up the boards as far as the Chong, but she can't get a handle on it. Bleakley tries to come in on it. Bodies flying all over the places. As Gunyak ran into Kuchera. And Kuchera retaliates by putting Gunyak a cross-check into the back of her head, but that's okay apparently. Gunyak now trying to put pressure onto Cruzada. Cruzada into the corner, shoots the puck across the front, saved hockey, and that will end the second period. Great period there for the Furies. They created a lot of opportunities. And the Reds perhaps a little bit lucky they didn't get another penalty. No, Nuzmovic will have 1 minute and 29 seconds of her penalty to face on the at the resumption of the third period. So it's 1-0 to the Reds. Last game of the evening. Nismovic sitting another 90 seconds of penalty. And Yak possibly a little bit upset about the shove in the back of the head that she received. But the referees can only call what they see. We've just got 20 seconds to play on the intermission, and then we'll be underway again for the last period of the night. It's 11:20 p.m. here. It'll be 11:40 by the time this game is all over, nearly midnight. Tell us we don't live, eat, sleep and breathe hockey here at the iceHQ, because it's what we do and we never sleep. Something like that anyway. It's very nearly the end of the game with the Reds with a 1-goal lead. Furies with a power play for 89 seconds. We'll see if the Furies can get one on the net and get one in the net and really test out Slade Baker. Slade Baker's made some pretty good handy saves. 14 shots on her so far. We'll be lining up very shortly for the start of the third and final period of the game and the evening. Lining up for the face-off is Gunyak and Elliott. Face-off won by... No, well, Elliott ticks it forward, but Gunyak, to Gunyak's favour now. Bowles moves up the side, tries to chip it through, picks up the puck. She had Bale offside, so fortunately the puck didn't go in. Again, this is a power play for Gunyak. Puts the puck in. It's down in the feet of Bale, but she couldn't quite get enough on it. The Reds looking to clear the puck out of the zone. Gunyak steals the puck and gets through just about everyone, but it's cleared out by Dalman. Put back in by Gunyak. Puck dumped in deep. Leader now with the puck. Looks up ice. Sees Gunyak waiting for it. Passes up to her eventually. Here comes Gunyak with some speed. She has to accelerate. So she's starting from a standing start, but she's in a lot of traffic. Gets past everyone, gets onto her forehand. She's ridden deep into the corner, though, ridden out of the way. Puck comes up. Bowles now with the puck. Gunyak with it. Neither of them really wanted the puck. Bowles now goes back to pick it up. She's going to go in front of the net and cycle around and try and create some room. Plays the puck up the boards, but it doesn't get out. The Reds holding the puck in at the moment. Just 20 seconds to go on the Nismovic penalty. Leader chipped it over the back of her shoulder, but there was no one there to help her out. And it's Staskovic now for the Reds, who loses the puck, but she's got no pressure on it. Doesn't really matter. And then she just reverses the puck around the side. Leader now going to try and pick it up. But here comes Kuchera at 1,000,000 miles an hour. But Leader steals it from her. Puts the puck across. Finds a shot. And Bale not quite able to finish it off. But there was a great opportunity there again to put one in. And now here comes Kuchera once more. Just chips the puck off the boards. Body's going all over the place. Kuchera bashing her way through. But she's still going, the Reds. But it's cleared up the ice by Hurtis. And the penalty now over for the Reds. We are back to 5-on-5 hockey as Staskovic goes to pick up the puck around the back of the net. Not an awful lot of pressure on her, so she clears the puck out quite nicely in the end. Picked up by Amy Clay, who passes across ice. Pretty much a gift, almost straight to Kuchera. But Hurtis luckily was there to pick it up. And then it's fired back across by Theo. Puck played up towards Lucy Walsh, but now Theo with a chance drives in to try and pick the puck up, looking for an option in the slot. The Furies a little slow to get there. Theo's circling around, but had no options to pass to in the slot. The Furies just a little slow to get there. Lucy Walsh not quite as quick as she would have liked to be in that instance. Now it's Kuchera. It's 2-on-2. Kuchera's got support with her in Britt Jackson. Gets past one. She's got to beat Herzl. Herzl picks it nicely there. Beautiful play. Takes the puck away from her. Just a beautiful poke check, beautifully concealed. It comes across once more to Britt Jackson, who looks for options, tries to deke around the defence and gets around one, gets around the second one, puts the puck on, but it doesn't get through the defence. And Herzl fires the puck up, but it's picked up by Wilson Allen. Wilson Allen's trying to do something with it, puts it in deep into the net. Around the side of it, that is. Puck's loose in the slot. And it's fired across the front of the net, but no one there who could get enough of an edge on it. It was a good chance for a tip-in. Wasn't going to go. Puck's high now, fired in. Deflected from Wilson Allen, goes into the corner once more. Furies with some pretty desperate defence. They'll be getting tired. Puck comes in close. It's just about tipped in, but it's saved in the end by Sam Hockey. There was a tip-in possibility there, a really good chance for Dexness. And Hockey made the save, getting her pads and body in the way. 11 minutes and 10 seconds to go in the third. The Reds with a 1-goal lead over the Furies. Furies showing us what they're capable of, and it's good to see that we've seen some speed and power in particular from Gagnac, Bibby and from Hurtis. They've been very effective in this game. Picking the puck up now as the last line of defence is Quezada. Quezada being pressured by Bibby. Bibby going in and putting a lot of pressure on Quezada. Quezada trying to circle around. Bibby blows a tyre just in front of the net. Quezada just doing possibly a little bit too much puck carrying out of the zone, and Bibby puts so much pressure on her that she can't do much more with it. Here's Kuchera though, but Kuchera runs out of room. John clears the puck up ice, finds Jensen. Jensen's picked off by Penzo. But here comes Kuchera once more. Now Kuchera with some room. She gets around 1 and 2. She gets close. She shoots. Hockey makes the save. Puck still loose in the slot. Kuchera went 5-hole. Sam Hockey managed to close it in time, and that's where Kuchera is so dangerous. If you give her that room, she's going to score, but this time she didn't. Must be getting a little bit frustrated, but Hockey, a beautiful save there. That's 18 shots now for the Reds for the 1 goal. Furies with 20 shots for none. So Slade Baker having a great game, 20 saves so far. Can't help but think sooner or later one of them will go in. 9 minutes and 50 seconds to play in the period. Bale now plays the puck up ice, gets clear of the zone. She's being chased by 3 bodies. Manages to get past all of them. Cuts across into the slot, waiting for the puck stick on the ice. She's in beautiful position, Bale. So too Stella. The Reds all raced back behind the net and abandoned the slot briefly, but unfortunately for the Furies, they couldn't quite get the puck in. Bowls tangled up. They're exposed now, the Furies. But luckily, Bale managed to get enough on it. Leader will pick the puck up. And she wisely chooses not to go cross ice because that would have gone very badly for her indeed. But she passed up the ice and gave it to Elliott. Now the puck in the corner. Fury's doing a good job of owning that space in front of the net. Marie Stella now has a bit of room. She winds, she shoots high, and the puck is plucked out of the sky by Slade Baker. Fast hands, slow feet goalies, and they love to catch the puck. We have 8 minutes and 40 seconds to play in the third. Reds 1, Furies 0. 21 shots to the Fury, 19 to the Reds, including some great scoring opportunities there to Kuchera. And we know how dangerous she is, but Hockey so far has been able to make the saves. Puck bobbles out now. It's won by the Reds. Here they come. They've got a 3-on-2, 4-on-2 if they hurry. Amy Clay gets beaten by that one. Comes across the front of the net, but it's just fanned wide. There's a good chance there for the Reds, but they couldn't capitalise. They had 4-on-2 for a little while. Now they battle for it, and it's Skeen trying to create a bit of movement. She's got players in the slot floating around free, but the Furies see that in the end and shut it down. They don't manage to clear the puck out of the zone, though. They're still stuck in their defensive zone. Amy Clay chips it off her backhand, and they do finally manage to clear it out of the zone through Hertzel. So Hurtis is now barreling in, trying to pick up that puck. Gets around almost everyone, carries the puck with her, but in the end loses it. And no pressure on the Reds there. It's uncharacteristic. Skeen now goes cross ice, tries to find the outlet to Jackson. Skeen now back with the puck again, but she's being pressured and almost robbed of the puck by Theo. Theo going in and putting more pressure in the forecheck onto Dexness. Dexness now with the puck, but getting a stick in the way, Clay, and now the Furies back in numbers. They clear the puck out of the zone, looking for Walsh. Walsh gets a stick on it as the Reds are changing. Offside was Theo, and she's going to get done for offside. And the change will be made by the Furies. They get fresh legs on. 6 minutes and 50 seconds to play in this third and final period of the game and the night. Reds 1, Furies none. And the Furies get one. By golly, they've peppered the net, but they have not been able to convert just yet. So it's good work by Slade Baker in the net. So Bibby tries to do something with it. Dundas wins the puck across. Jensen goes to put it on her backhand and try and play it up the boards. Ends up playing it back instead. Cross ice pass Bleakley, very nearly picked off by Kuchera. You're flirting with disaster when you do those cross ice passes without looking. But, now the puck played out by Nuzmovic, who has room. She skates up, gets around one, goes into the corner, gets around Bibby. Puck loose in the slot, shot taken by the Reds, but it goes wide. Second chance Reds, but they can't capitalise on it. The puck lost at Newell's feet. Puck comes up high, but it's pinched off by Jensen. And now here comes Dundas, but she's pushed out of the way. Bibby almost got a handle on it, but now the puck goes in deep for the Reds, and they get a shot on it. Hockey makes it safe for them once more and keeps the Furies in the game. Good save there once more, Sam Hockey, who is playing a blinder. 5 minutes and 30 seconds to play in this third and final period. Just a slim 1-goal lead to the Reds. At what point do the Furies decide to pull their goalie and try for the win, or do they settle for this and try and defend and just keep it to one? A brave coach and a brave team would be saying, damn the Torpedoes, let's try and try for the win. Especially when they can't quite capitalise on that one. It was a good shot there by Ash Elliott. She couldn't convert it. I still think it was Elliott. I'll tell you in just a moment. Yep, that was Elliott who fired away, but it's gone for icing. Racing for the puck was Gagnac, but she couldn't get there fast enough. And the puck will come back. She'll be tired now. In fact, they'll all be pretty tired, but the least tired will be the Furies, because the Reds have already played one game tonight, and it was a tough one. They played against the Central Coast Stingrays and went down 2-1 with a goal scored against them in the last 30 seconds of stop time. 4.5 minutes to play in this game, and the Reds with just a slim 1-goal lead. Leader now has some room in front of her. She loses the puck, but gets it past in the end, races through, tries to get the puck through, forces it up the boards. Debbie Bowles diving over the top of everyone. Puck comes across into the slot, picked up by Dolman. Dolman tries to clear the puck out. Furies all over the place as Gagnac trying to do everything she can. Just a little bit sloppy on the change again for the Furies, but it's picked up by Bale. Bale, however, can't get the puck in, and it's driven back out by Dolman. Not quite able to keep enough control of it there was Hurtis, and we have a whistle. I think we're going to have a penalty on Ash Elliott for a trip. So Ash Elliott's going to do 2, which will give the Furies the chance they need. 3.5 minutes to play in the third. The Furies on the power play. Can they turn this one into a goal? Do they stack their line? Do they stick with the lines they've been running? We will see. Face-off will be taken by Freeburn, who pokes it through past Maureen Newell, but it goes as far as Statskovic, who's behind the net and dumps the puck up looking for Kuchera. Finds Kuchera. Kuchera wants to put the puck down the other end. Can't get it past Hurtis. A nice little pinch in there for the Furies. Now the Furies need to score a goal here. You'd almost be tempted to say pull a goalie and go 6-on-4. It can be done. And they pass cross ice straight to Kuchera, who now has a load of room. Circles across the front. She's got Hurtis chasing her. Puts a puck into the slot. No one there for the Reds. Of course, they are on the penalty kill. It's going to go not quite for icing. It's not going to make it. Forechecking for the Reds, Chris Theo. Puck comes up, finds Kuchera again. Kuchera lobs it in deep. That's all she needs to do. 1 minute and 10 seconds to go on the Elliott penalty. Do the Furies pull a goalie and go 6-on-4? Do they play more conservative and stay 5-on-4? 6-on-4 is quite a numerical advantage, and they need a goal to win it. They need a goal to tie it. It's their call. Maureen Newell floating high, floating in the slot. She's free. That does expose the Reds if the Furies can get a clean possession. Reds offside. Newell was caught offside. Now it's Bleakley looking up ice. She's got room in front of her. She's not quite sure what to do with it. She chips it past Kuchera. 35 seconds to go on the penalty. Bleakley can't quite get enough on it that she'd like to. Walsh tries to get a stick in front. The Reds will clear the puck out, and it's Kuchera. It's a 2-on-2 at the moment. Kuchera gets past. It's past Gagnac and gives her a whack in the back of the head for good measure. Clearing the puck out of the zone, though, was Bleakley, and it's gone all the way down to Jensen, who's going to win the race to nullify the icing. She's going to need someone in the slot. She's got Gagnac there. Gagnac gets into the slot, calling desperately for the puck, but she's marked up tightly. Couldn't get the pass up there. Now Bibby goes in to pick it up. Just 2 seconds to go on the penalty on Elliott. Shot fired in by Debbie Bowles. Wrapping around, Gagnac takes a shot. I don't quite know how Slade Baker got something in the way with that, but she did. 1 minute to play. We're 5-on-5 again. Kuchera can't get the pass. Puck past Bowles. Goes deep into the corner. Jensen fires it up high again, trying to find something. Went for Bibby. Bibby gets it back to Chong. Chong waits, shoots, goes bouncing through. Deflection, tip-in chance. Won't go for Stella. Won't go for Jensen. They've pulled their goalie. They're 6-on-5 now. Bibby puts the puck across the front. It's loose. It's bobbling around. Jensen trying to put the puck in there. The clock will stop. We are stop time. It is 42.9 seconds to go. The Reds 1. The Furies 0. Can they get it? 22 shots on the net to the Furies. 21 to the Reds. Just that one goal that snuck in. And that was Skeen who got it. The Furies would desperately love to at least get a tie out of this. They've gone 6-on-5. They win the face-off almost. It's Freeburn who can't quite hold it. The puck fired down the other end. Leader racing back to try and get it. She's in a hurry, but she's going to have Kuzmovic racing in to put some pressure on her. Puck bobbles across in front. Slow to get back to defeat the Furies. So too the Reds. Everyone's knackered. It's been a big night. And Leader gets it onto a backhand, plays the puck up. And the puck clears the zone for the Reds. And they've just got 10 seconds to go. This is their last rush. Can they get a shot on the net? Leader backhands it in deep. Passes to the offside. Theo. And that will stop the clock with 4.4 seconds to go in the game. So the Furies, one last chance for them. Can they get a goal in 4.4 seconds? The odds are pretty low. All the Reds need to do is just kill it. If they can just hold possession, that's what they do. They just dump it in, and that's going to be it. It's all over, and the Furies lose to the Reds, but it was a tight battle indeed. I think Slade Baker there, the player of the game for the Reds, certainly kept them in it. She had to make 22 saves, so a great effort by her. And that will conclude the games for this evening. We will be back tomorrow at 3:15 p.m. for the Stingrays and the Annihilators. And then Saturday, oh golly, how many games have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games on Saturday night. Starting at 3:15 and finishing at pretty close to midnight. It's the big day tomorrow. Yeah, 7 games tomorrow night of this CCM National Women's Tournament.